Hi, I'm Graham Wilkinson. I'm the Senior Social Investment Specialist here at Chikululu Social Investments. To summarize our education landscape at the moment is to say we've got a lot of strengths that we are learning to build on and to strengthen upon. When looking at a landscape, it helps to take a few steps back to try and get the whole context in. And I like to think of looking at where we are against where we've been. And there are interesting statistics one can look at, and particularly if one focuses on the Black African child and how the education system was designed to literally fail the Black African child 50 years ago. And where we are now we've far surpassed that dark past. Although there's a lot more that needs to be done, but we are seeing much improved educational outcomes, particularly amongst Black, African and coloured children throughout our education system. Way better than they have been in the past. But I think everybody is clamouring for it to be improved, and there's a lot still to be done. And I think we're all very frustrated by how we are constantly constrained by poverty and inequality in South Africa. I am reminded that there are thousands of what are called quintile 1, 2 and 3 schools. These are schools that are no fee paying schools that really do not have the resources they need to be able to offer their learners an optimal education experience. And that is taking a long time for us to sort out. So I think in terms of systemic, that's perhaps the point I'd raise, is that we still are a country of contrasts, and we have many schools that have lots. There are schools that have astroturfs and Olympic swimming pools and those sorts of things, and then you have the have-nots, and that is the reality of the country we live in. I suppose that the challenge is how do we move forward in a way that we continue to strive for excellence, but that we do so by raising each other up as we go. So the expectations for the results coming out in January 2026 for the class of 2025, I think we're all really hoping that we can make it a hat-trick to go the third year in a row of improved results. Last year's was a record, and it beat the previous year's record. It would be wonderful, I think, for all of us if we were able to see the class of 2025 having beat the class of 2024's pass mark and maybe hit an 88 something % pass rate. That would be fantastic. The indications are that is possible. There are concerns about some of the challenges to the integrity of the system. The system has been tested, and it's interesting. I think many commentators are going to be watching to see the impact of the leaking of the matric papers in the last year has had on it, but that should hopefully be a very small impact on the overall, because it was quite geographically located to one area. I think we would be very interested to see the ratio of matrics who sat in 2025, how many of them wrote mathematics, the kind of pure maths, and the sciences, and how many are going to get bachelor passes that allow them to go into STEM, science, technology, engineering type careers, whether it's in a University of Technology or university. I think that's quite crucial for our development trajectory as a country. We are a little bit concerned about the maths as opposed to maths literacy ratio that could be improved. Definitely that is one aspect that I think we'd all like to see much improved. But I think all indications are that it should be a year in which there's been steady improvements made in the last 2 years.